Hey everyone, Chakras here and welcome to Quick Analysis. This week we look at CLG vs Immortals, a game from week 4 of the NALCS. While not every game is decided in the draft phase, I'm of the opinion that this was one of the games where CLG had very limited chances of succeeding with their composition. Let's take a look. Starting with the draft, nothing out of the ordinary coming out from the bans, mostly bans to the strongest solo laners on the 6.2 patch, and a lot of flex picks taken out, Corki, Lissandra, GP, Lulu. Now let's pause right here before Immortals lock in their last pick. CLG have managed to pick up 2 of the current power picks in Graves and Ryze. Overall their composition looks pretty good, but they are lacking in one aspect, engage. Braum is mostly used as a counter-engage champion, meaning he's good when a team engaged onto him. The whole CLG composition has limited ways of initiating a fight themselves. In order to do so, they'll need a Flash Glacial Fissure, Flash Rune Prison, or a Miracle Double Time Bomb. Speaking of the Double Time Bomb, I'm of the opinion that Zilean works best when he has melee champions on his team that can pick up his bombs. In week 3 of the NALCS, we saw Energy execute this perfectly against TSM using Poppy and Rek'Sai. Now, on the Immortal side, we see a last pick, Cho'Gath. This was to be expected as Huni had done the exact same thing in a past match versus Cloud9, picking Cho'Gath into Ryze. Cho'Gath is an excellent anti-mage champion, as he has a 2.5 second silence once he maxes his Feral Scream, which he'll usually have by level 9. This can completely impair 2 champions on CLG's side, as both Ryze and Zilean are very spellcast based, and while silenced, they're essentially useless. Looking at Immortals' side, they have pretty solid pickoff elements in Lux, Nidalee, and Cho'Gath, and while they also have limited engage and are reliant on a Light Binding from Lux, Rupture from Cho'Gath, or even a Fate's Call from Kalista/Soraka, they don't really need to engage. In fact, they have plenty of disengage to back off every time CLG tries to force something on them, and increase their chances of pulling off a successful pickoff. In-game, we saw that outside of one teamfight, CLG never really stood a chance. The one fight they came out ahead was when Immortals tried to force an engage and CLG got exactly what they wanted. An impactful Glacial Fissure in a tight spot of the map, where Graves is most effective, and where Ryze could run rampant on Immortals, as they were all grouped up. After that, whenever CLG overstepped, they would end up being severely punished. The lack of engage onto a comp like Immortals meant Soraka would always be free to spam heals on whoever was being targeted, like in the fight we're seeing right now. So this is a new series I'm trying out, but I'm more open to feedback. If there's any specific subject about a game you'd like to see, let me know, and you can always leave suggestions in the comment section as well. Basically, the whole premise behind this series is that I look into a game and talk about one of the more important parts that define that game, whether it's based on compositions, itemization, or map movement. But I try to keep it under 5 minutes. Episode 1 should be on your screen if you want to watch that as well. I'll see you guys in the Rift. Shakara is signing out.